What's up, you guys? My name is Jeremy Poland. I am the co-founder of Church Social Media Managers Facebook group and the communications director at Fellowship Church in Grand Junction, Colorado. And I was so excited when Stephen asked me to speak on this summit because the biggest question I see in our group is how do I get people to engage with our posts? How do I get people to actually care? Because in a time when people see literally thousands of ads and messages per day, we have to do something. We have to do anything we can to stand out so our life-giving, essential message can be heard. We need to be creating these posts that people engage with because it makes them more likely to see your posts in the future. So I put together this list just so that you can change up your approach, maybe see what works, maybe see what doesn't work, and just run with it. I'm super excited to be here. I would say most of these posts don't take a lot of time to create. You can do a lot of it in Canva. You can do a lot just on your phone. And most of them are considered low friction. These are kind of just things that most people should be really comfortable interacting with. A lot of people, especially at first, are not necessarily comfortable interacting with your church online. So it's super important that we do everything we can to be welcoming, not just in person, but online. These post ideas I am about to share with you are not really super churchy. In fact, they may feel like kind of secular, which is kind of weird, but it's kind of on purpose. Staying relatable online is so important for us to be seeker-friendly and connect with people every day online. I do want to keep this short and to the point so you can go back and maybe watch this a couple of times to keep those posts super fresh. I'll be moving pretty fast, so get ready and take some notes. I will be posting the whole outline on my website at jeremypoland.com/churchonlinesummit, so you can get that PDF for free. You don't even have to sign up for anything weird. Just hop on there and it'll be right there for you. So let's get started. Okay, post idea number 1, non-friction questions. I love calling it non-friction. I think that's cool. People want to be heard and they've got opinions, so ask them stuff. If you have a hard time getting engagement, start with simple things like, what's the best pizza topping, or what's your favorite local restaurant? How do you like your coffee? Just stuff that people can relate to. And if you think that your people might be up for it, maybe try something a little more personal, like what's your favorite worship song? What's your favorite Bible verse? Now keep in mind, those questions are a little bit more personal, so you may see a little bit lower engagement, especially if your people are not used to sharing stuff like that online. So I'd really recommend you let them warm up to that first, but it's worth trying. Post idea number 2, photos outside or around the church building. Like flowers, trees, nature. Moms love this kind of stuff. Our most popular post of the year was these little berries on this little tree in the middle of winter. Whatever. They were cute, I guess. I don't know. But it could be, the changing weather or maybe a pretty day outside. Doesn't matter. Just take a photo, even if it's with your phone. I did one recently that was a little tiny snowman that I made just out front really quick. Take it with your phone. Who cares? Don't do it with like some fancy camera. You don't need to. People recognize your church. They recognize the background and the environment, and they will love it. Post idea number 3, pastor or staff birthdays. Shout out your pastor or staff members on their birthdays. It is wise to post a photo of them so that they become maybe a little more recognizable in the church. This builds a ton of favor with them, as well as a great social post full of all these happy birthday comments, which will help you reach more people in your future posts. Post idea number 4, real photos of your people. Now this is a little harder for those of us who are not open in person yet, but stock photos are not always the best fit for your church page, especially when it's photos of people. I recently heard this analogy to think of it as a wedding slideshow. Like everybody watches the wedding slideshow, but no one will admit it, but they're only really caring to watch for themselves, or people that they know pictured with the bride and the groom. So be sure to make sure, it's super important to be sure to get photos of your people. When shooting, do your best to watch for diversity in ethnicities, ages, body types, genders, abilities, all that stuff in your posts. It's hard, but don't just photograph your friends at church. A great resource is the Church Photography Team Facebook group or the Church Photographer Nation Facebook groups. There's tons of photographers that share their wisdom and knowledge for free, and it's so worth your time. Post idea number 5, volunteer shout-outs. Now, once again, keep it diverse across all the departments, and if you can, include a smiling photo of them in action and a quick blurb on how they, help the church family. Make them feel loved. It's awesome. Maybe you've got somebody special that works in the coffee shop or does tech. Get their picture and tell their story. People love to hear about that stuff. Post idea number 6, local business shoutouts. This is a great opportunity to connect with new local restaurants or coffee shops in town, even if they don't go to your church. Introduce the owner or maybe the key staff at the business, and yeah, they're going to want to put up your promo cards or your poster promoting the church in trade for this. But I would advise you, just do this for nothing in return. Do it to show how much you love your city and want to support their business. And bonus points for a 2-minute, vlog of some type from the pastor or staff member. A photo will do, but if they're actually in the restaurant and say, like, you got to try the steak at this new place, that's huge. Post idea number 7, a morning devotional video. Keep it under 5 minutes and end with a prayer time. People love something from their pastor to get ready in the morning listening to. Once again, keep it light, keep it encouraging, keep it simple. Don't get into any awkward or heavy topics. Just give them something encouraging to wake up, listen to first thing in the morning, and just start the day right. That's so huge, and it really is a value add to people. Number 8, behind the scenes. Post about the sweet little old lady receptionist who keeps the church in order, or maybe somebody on the cleaning staff, maybe somebody on the maintenance staff. Maybe they have something, like a little quirk that you can post about, like how much they love Dr. Pepper, or how they like the coffee a certain way, or the fact that they've got 14 grandkids. I don't know, something wild. I'm sure it exists. I'm sure it's out there if you dig. Make your people feel like they're a part of something by showing what happens on the inside during the week. Insider information makes people feel connected. Number 9, pop culture references. I would say maybe your church isn't quite edgy enough to rep Joe Exotic, but maybe they're excited about Shark Week or the newest Marvel movie. But this is a great opportunity to just talk about what you're excited about. Number 10, ask for advice. There is a ton of wisdom out there in your church family. I know it. I love asking questions like, what's your best marriage tip? Or what's the best advice you've ever received? Or what's your favorite worship song? People love to share advice because it makes them feel like the expert. Of course, you may get some weirdos. They're out there, right? We all know. We've all encountered them on our pages. Don't be afraid to hide their comments, but you'll be amazed the kind of stuff that people say. Number 11, National Day. Find a list of weird stuff just to celebrate just because. Bonus points for you or your pastor or staff on National Pizza Day to post a photo from a pizza restaurant. It's super endearing and I love it. And it's also delicious. According to nationaltoday.com, today, the day I'm pre-recording this, is not only May 10th, Mother's Day, but it's also National Shrimp Day. And who doesn't love shrimp? I guess those who are allergic to shellfish. But there aren't too many of those, so I think it's safe to post. Number 12, share a photo of your pet. People are obsessed with their little yappy dogs, so give them a chance to show them off. Post this on National Pet Day or National Best Friend Day. This is a great opportunity for you to build a community in a way that you can't on Sunday morning. Unless, of course, your church does the whole blessing of the animals thing. But even then, let people share their cute pets. Number 13, life group highlights. Our church here in Colorado has a mountain biking group, and after we ran a photo post of the mountain biking group together up at the trailhead, signups went through the roof. It's a great way to build awareness. Bonus points, once again, if you can include a photo, even if it's social distancing selfie or a screenshot of the Zoom call. But it's a great opportunity, once again, to build those groups up, especially in a time where people feel so disconnected. Number 14, make a worship playlist. There is so much great worship music out there, and people just don't realize it yet. They just listen to the Christian radio, and it's so boring. YouTube and Spotify are full of great music, and I suggest you make a playlist on both because a lot of people don't have Spotify, a lot of people don't have YouTube. But encourage your people to subscribe to those playlists for all of your worship team's favorite new songs. That just builds faith. It gives them new music, new jams when they're stuck at home. Also, I would suggest keep those playlists nice and updated, maybe once a month at the minimum, just to make sure that those new, fresh songs are out there so people can keep finding them. Number 15, message recaps. As simple as choosing a scripture used on Sunday or maybe your pastor's main 3 points. People need that reminder throughout their stressful week at work. And if you've got the time, chop up video and take the message and turn it down to like a 2-minute message recap with the sticky statements in there so that people can share their church experience with their friends. Number 16, encouraging text posts. Sometimes people simply just need to wake up and read, "You are loved," or "God is not mad at you." For someone struggling or having a bad mental health day, this could completely change their week. Number 17, encouraging scripture. Find Bible verses that people can remember easily and that encourage them and make them feel good throughout the whole day. I've seen a lot of churches implement Memory Verse Monday with lots of success. Just do like Monday at 6 a.m. That's a pre-built-in post that can happen every week. And remember, it doesn't have to be a graphic. Just a text post is great. Number 18, ask for testimonials. I have found a really easy way to do this is asking, why did you start coming to our church? And what made you choose to come back? This is a great opportunity to get responses from people all over who loved your church enough to come again. Maybe their kids loved it so much, or maybe they just came back because one of your greeters, or maybe the coffee was bomb. You never know. You'll be surprised how many people have an amazing story of real life change and are willing to share it right here in your page. Post number 19, live prayer time. Go live on Facebook from a phone and do a live prayer time over the lunch hour. People can comment their prayer requests and your pastor can pray for them live on camera. Of course, once again, you may get some weirdos, so be ready to mitigate them. But this is a beautiful opportunity for you to help your people feel connected in a meaningful way. I've also seen lots of churches successfully just do a simple text post, "How can we pray for you today?" and get tons of great responses. And finally, number 20, simply ask for engagement. Those who do interact with your page currently are likely your core people who would do anything to help the church grow. So choose someone on staff with lots of influence, like the pastor, and ask him or her to post or maybe message a few of those key people in a private message. Something like, "Here is an easy way to help our church reach more people for Jesus." Facebook's algorithm is always looking for posts and pages that get lots of likes, comments, and shares and boost them so that more people see them. A great way to help us reach more people online is for you to follow our church page, and then anytime you see a post of ours, be sure to like it, comment, and engage with it in some way, because this will help us reach more people in our city for Christ, which is exactly what we're all here for. Can you guys imagine if people realized all they had to do to blow up their church in town is like, comment, share on Facebook? It would just reach so many people, and if they could realize that, they would absolutely help you do it. So that was my 20 post ideas. Next, I've got a quick bonus round with just a couple of pro tips on how to make these posts execute in the best way they can. Bonus tip number 1, avoid using Christianese words. A phrase like "washed in the blood" is a beautiful thing to us as Christians, meaning my sins are forgiven because I believe in the terms of salvation as defined by Jesus. But without an understanding of Jesus and what he did or what his actions mean in the Christian theology, this stuff makes no sense at all. This goes for a hedge of protection, producing fruit, narthex, lay hands on. I've recently heard that the average person in the U.S. reads at a 6th grade level, so please stop using these giant words. Use small words, quit saying narthex. Next, be sure to use good grammar, capitalization, and spelling. Keep it professional, but still keep it fun. Use slang if your members of your community would. I advise people all the time to type like a tipsy college student. Make it feel like there's a real human behind it. Be kind of funky, be fun. Use some emojis. It's a tough balance, but still, spell everything right. Don't screw up your capitalization. Make it look like a business still, but be fun. Be like a real human. And my last bonus tip, reply to every comment and review. If someone gave you a really nice compliment in person, you wouldn't just stand there and give them a thumbs up, right? No, you would say thank you. You would tell them they're awesome. Social media is a two-way street. Don't just spam people with your current events and stuff going on. So anyways, my name's Jeremy Poland. It was a pleasure. I'm so glad you guys watched today. Thank you so much for coming in. If you want this list again, I've got it totally free. You can access it on my website at jeremypoland.com/churchonlinesummit. It's just a Google Doc, and it's just a list of all the 20 things I just went over. You can go back over that and kind of make a decision of what may work for your church to reach more people for Jesus, because that's what we're all here to do. So have a great day, everybody, and enjoy the rest of today's sessions.